deflation. Both inflation and deflations are the evils of economy. So understanding of these is essential. Both inflation and deflations are evils of economy. So understanding of these is essential. What is the meaning of inflation? Inflation is a consistent and appreciable rise in the general price. General price level. In other words, inflation is the rate at which the general level of price for goods and services is rising, and consequently the purchasing power of currency is falling. Students, again I say you listen carefully. Inflation is a consistent and appreciable rise in the general price level. In other words, inflation is the rate at which the general level of prices for goods and services is rising, and consequently the purchasing power of currency is falling. Students, inflation, some of the examples, the control of inflation is a key component of the government economic policy. There has been an alarming rise in the rate of inflation. Mainly, unemployment, inflation and greater inequality are often the downside of a market economy. Next important one, managing the economy is a complex equation of controlling inflation and reducing unemployment. The government's overriding concern is to reduce inflation. Students, deflation also very important, student. Essential future of deflation is falling prices. Falling prices, reduced money supply and unemployment. The essential feature of deflation is falling prices, reduced money supply and unemployment. Though falling prices are desirable at the time of inflation, such a fall should not lead to fall in the level of production and employment. But if prices fall from the level of full employment, both income and employment will be adversely affected. The essential feature of deflation is falling prices, reduced money, supply and unemployment. Though falling prices are desirable at the time of inflation, such a fall should not lead to fall in the level of production. In the level of production. Level of production and employment. But if prices fall from the level of full employment, both income and employment will be adversely affected. Students, the purchasing power parity can be used to compare countries' income level and other relevant economic data concerning the cost of living or possible rates of inflation and deflation. Recently, India became the third largest economy. Third largest economy in the terms of BBP, purchasing power parity. China became the largest economy, purchasing the US to the second position. China became the largest economy, pushing the US to the second position. Sorry children. China became the largest economy, pushing the US to the second position. Students, now we are going to learn agricultural policy in India. Agricultural policy in India. The new agricultural policy based on export of agricultural goods. Agricultural goods. Agricultural goods was announced by central government. Central government in 2018. Students, this policy states that the government has decided to remove export restrictions on most organic processed agricultural products. This policy states that the government has decided to remove export restrictions on most organic and processed agricultural products. Mainly, student, the agricultural policy of a country is mostly designed by the government for rising agricultural production and productivity, and also for raising the level of income and the standard of living of farmers. Mainly, standard of living of farmers within a definite time frame. This policy is formulated for all-round and a comprehensive development of the agricultural sector. Students, some of the following factors. The following are some of the important objectives of India's agricultural policy. Look at here. The following are some of the important objectives of India's agricultural policy. Important objectives. What are the important objectives? Rising the productivity of inputs. Rising value ordered per hectare. Next one, protecting the interest of poor farmers. Modernizing agricultural sector. Environmental degradation. Removing bureaucratic obstacles. One by one, now we are going to learn. Students, now first point, rising the productivity of inputs. One of the important objectives of India's agricultural policy is to improve the productivity of input. So purchase like HYV. Sorry student, one of the important objectives of India's agricultural policy is to improve the productivity of input. So purchased like HYV. High yielding variety seeds. Previous class we already studied, no children, in HYV already we studied. That is also important one. So that you study now some important points HYV. Next, it is seeds, fertilizers, pesticides, irrigation projects, etc. Rising the productivity of input is mainly improve the productivity of inputs. So purchased like HYV seeds, fertilizers, pesticides, irrigation projects, etc. Next one, second point, rising value order per hectare. Agricultural policy is to increase per hectare value order rather than rising physical output by rising the productivity of agriculture in general and productivity of small marginal holding in particular. Already we studied the marginal holding, already we studied it. So raising value order third hectare. Next one, third point, protecting the interest of poor farmers. Protecting the interest of poor farmers. Students, agricultural policy is proposed to protect the interest of poor and marginal farmers. Poor and marginal farmers. Poor and marginal farmer by abolishing the intermediaries through the land reforms, expanding in institutional credit support to poor farmers, etc. Next, modernizing agricultural sector. Modernizing agricultural sector. Next one, modernizing agricultural sector. Students, modernizing agricultural sector, here the policy support include the introduction of modern technology. Modern technology in agricultural operations and application of improved agricultural inputs. Agricultural inputs like HYV, high yielding variety, seeds, fertilizers, etc. Next one, environmental degradation. Students, a very important point, environmental degradation. Agricultural policy of India has set another objective to check environmental degradation. Environmental degradation. Environmental degradation is a very important point because of environment also is very important. So agricultural policy of India has set another objective to check environment degradation of natural base of Indian agriculture. Next, removing bureaucratic obstacles. The policy has set another objective to resolve bureaucratic obstacles on the farmers' cooperative society. Cooperative society. Students, the farmer cooperative societies and self-help institutions. Self-help institution. Self-help institutions. Students, so that they can work independently, removing the bureaucratic obstacles. The policy has set another objective to resolve bureaucratic obstacles on the farmers' cooperative society and self-help institutions so that they can work independently.